everyone, and welcome to my Get Ready With Me nighttime edition. I'm going to go ahead and get started with my Bioderma, my favorite way of removing my makeup, as well as my Shiseido facial cotton pads. What I do is I saturate one of the pads with the Bioderma, which is nice and gentle on the eyes, doesn't dry out the skin or anything like that, but it does remove all of the makeup that I want to come off. So I kind of let that sit for a little bit before I actually start rubbing and removing the eye makeup. I do use about 2 of these, one for one eye, one for the other, and oh, silly face there. And I also do take off my brows as well, just to kind of get the basis off. Michael Todd True Organics Honey and Oat Gentle Deep Pore Cleanser. This will act as my first cleanse. I do double cleanse, and I'm kind of just wetting my hands and my face, applying this all over the skin, as well as down my neck a little bit as well, to kind of get the basis of the makeup off. During the day, your skin picks up a lot of gunk, so I like to kind of double cleanse to make sure I get the makeup and the environmental factors off of my skin. Re-wetting my hands to get a little bit more of a lather going, and just working this all over the skin as well as down the neck. Taking my Korres Wild Rose Daily Brightening and Refinishing Buff Cleanser, that's a mouthful, wetting my hands and face again and applying this all over the skin, working it in for about 30 seconds or longer. This will act as my double cleanse or my second cleanse to really help deep clean my skin to make sure there's no residue of makeup or any of that yucky pollution stuff that we pick up. So just working this all over the face and neck. Taking a paper towel to dry off my face. I like using a paper towel over a washcloth or a towel just because it's a lot more sanitary. It's disposable, so there isn't any bacteria that's getting harbored like as in a washcloth would hold. So I like to use that, kind of pat my skin dry, make sure everything is nice and dried up before I move on to the next step. This is my Michael Todd True Organics Blue Green Algae Antibacterial Toner, which I love using with my Quo Luxury Square cotton pads. One side is a fleece surface and the other side is kind of stitched and raised. So I use the stitched side to apply the toner with, just because it gets that little extra bit of anything that's been left over from the day that hasn't been removed from my cleanser, which is usually not much, but it's a little extra step to get extra clean, and I like to use it all over the skin. I find that it's nice and moisturizing as well and doesn't dry me out, which is nice. And applying that all over the face and the neck, focusing on some contours as well. The Michael Todd True Organics Charcoal Detoxifying Mask, I'm actually not going to use on camera, but I would do this on kind of a weekly basis. So I just kind of showing you here what it looks like, and kind of makes your skin look really gross, but the finished product is very, very nice. So I would use that once a week. The Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. It's a replenishing elixir with pure essential oils and distilled botanicals, and I found that this stuff is amazing. I apply this just with my fingertips, a couple of drops, and kind of patting it on the skin, not really rubbing because essential oils do get absorbed better with a patting motion. So applying that face and neck. Next is the Vichy Idealia Life Serum, which you guys have heard me talk lots about. Nice and nourishing for the fall winter time. Applying that all over the skin on top of the Midnight Recovery Concentrate, and I find that it really helps kind of lock in that moisture and prep my skin for the next step, and applying that all over the skin as well and the neck. Then my Korres Wild Rose and Vitamin C Advanced Brightening Sleeping Facial. Can't even talk anymore. I'm going to apply a tiny amount of that to my fingertips and work it onto the skin, focusing on areas where I want to kind of help lighten and brighten, which would be my cheek area. It's where I kind of struggle with some acne scars, so I apply it there, and it has made a world of a difference, so I love this stuff. More of a treatment, but I love it. Korres Evening Primrose Eye Cream is next, and this is my new favorite eye cream. It's supposed to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and dark circles, and I find that it really has. So I apply this with my ring fingers, which are the weakest fingers on your hand, I guess, and inner corner to outer corner, orbital bone up to the eye contours as well, and kind of let that sink in. And thank you guys so much for watching my Get Ready With Me nighttime edition video. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a lovely evening. Bye!